One option you might want to consider for your classes is creating a calendar. And that way you create a calendar, you invite your students, and then when you add appointments, or in other words, due dates or assignments or things like that, they will see it on their calendar and it only goes to your students. So I'm in my calendar, and you have all sorts of different calendars you could add. So my main calendar is this. If I want to turn off all of those appointments, you just click on that. And they're not deleted or anything, but you just don't see them, and when you want to see them again, you click on the calendar, they're back. I'm going to get rid of my stuff there just because it clutters up things. Now what I'd like to do is create a calendar, so I'm going to use that pull down where it says create new calendar, and you could name it your course U.S. History calendar, U.S. History period 3 calendar, biology period 4-5, whatever you want to do depending on who you want to add to it. I'm going to call it about open class course calendar. That's a little cumbersome, but we'll go with it. And you can type a description. Don't have to do that, that's optional. Now you can share it. Either you want to make it public. If you want, you could make it public so anybody could see it. You could share it with the entire organization. If you are in the student.leiden212.org account, that might mean you're sharing with all students. I'm not going to share that. I'd like to share it with specific people because I only have one student, but I'm going to share it with him. Oop, it came up there. Now, you could type in all of your students' email addresses. That's not really all that efficient. There are other ways to do that, to gather that information from students, so then you can copy and paste all at once, the entire class. But that's for a different tutorial. But I'm going to create this calendar. Oh, you can also manage rights. So my students are only going to see the event details. I don't think I really want them to be able to make changes. But you could if you wanted, but I'm not going to. Alright, so I've created that calendar, and it's there. There's nothing on it, but what I'm going to do is just add an appointment, and let's say on the 5th at, depending on what time, at 11 o'clock, test number 3. I'm going to edit that event, and it tells me what calendar it's in. Okay, if I just clicked on it and it said my calendar, I could change it, but I'm going to make sure it's on my About Open Class course calendar. Test number 3 on the 5th from 11 to 12. Actually, I got that date wrong. I'm going to make it the 9th from 11 to 12. Where? Our classroom. Don't really need to do that. It might be a good idea, depending if students have many appointments coming from teachers. Open class course or U.S. History test number 3. I'll put it U.S. History just so it actually looks like a class. Test number 3, so students will see that. And that's about all I'll need there. I'll save that. And I'll move to that week. U.S. History test number 3 is there. Now what I want to do really quick is pop over to my student account. And let's see if Harry Wong can see that. Alright, so he is here in Open Class, and let's just take a look. We'll go to his calendar. And U.S. History test number 3 is there in his calendar.